G'day, David Newman here from Newman Media Collective and Aussie_striker at Bandlab. What I'm going to do, I've decided to do an experiment on Bandlab. I'm going to try using this boost post. And I'm going to do it on a video. It actually says that videos work better. But I do have this post which I put up a few days ago of a music video that I made for the NMC music video for Sinking Low. So I'm going to do a boost on it, and just to see what sort of results I get. So I'm going to do basically a week's worth. So how to do that, you go on Boost. Now I've actually already created it, so it says it boosts live. It's already, I literally did this a few minutes ago, and it's already got 40 views. Haven't got any clicks, haven't got any likes, haven't got any comments, followers. But I just wanted to show you, obviously I've got to wait for a week to get the final results, but I've just set this up. Because I've already boosted it, I can't show you how to do that, but I could go to another post. So let's go to another post and I'll see if I can just at least show you how to do a boost. So that's on that one. So let's say this one here. So the way you set it up is you go to the boost, you set a budget and you set a duration. Now the duration only goes up to 7 days, and it gives you a little bit of an indication down here on your estimated reach and the total it'll cost. So you have a chance to change it up to a maximum of $20 a day. The minimum is $4 a day. So the minimum you could do is $4 a day. So if you did it for 7 days, that'd be $28. And it estimates you'll get 2,700 plus views. Now, a view is just the ad is showing to somebody. It doesn't mean they're going to do anything. It just means they're going to see it. So a view by itself isn't very much. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you an estimated clicks or anything like that, and there's certainly no guaranteed clicks or anything like that. So it'll be very interesting to see how this actually performs. Now, the one I did was 7 days. I think I did it at $8 daily. Now, when you very first time you ever do this, it gives you 25%. So it was actually $42 for me for the 7 days. And I should get, according to that, 5,400 plus views. Hopefully, that will also mean that I will get clicks and follows maybe, likes, all that sort of thing. That'll be the key on, the engagement. It will be the key on how successful it is. Now, if you do go, I'll just click through on this just to show you. If I go boost, it'll come up to this page here. It'll show you what the cost is and everything. It'll then go to your checkout details, and you then put in your details, go continue it, and clicking continue. It then goes to your payment method, and you click on your payment method to pay it. So that's how that works. So it's pretty simple to set up, very simple to set up, in fact. So I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to come back in probably about a week's time, or I might even come back in a few days to see how it's going, and then at the end I'll come back in a week after it's completed, and we'll see what sort of results we get on the boost for this YouTube video, which I've linked here, and we'll see how much of we'll see whether a Bandlab boost is worth doing. And we'll see what sort of bang we get for the buck. Okay, see ya. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what sort of results I got. So I'm just at the home page on the feed. Now, because it was a boost, I think to find the results, we can go into services. But you see here, you've got some options: distribution, fan reach, and boost. So let's go to the boost, and then it shows you campaigns. So this is the campaign that I had, and this is the results from it. So 5,702 views, which is, as it says just below, we've got 5% more views than the target. 73 clicks on the link, 14 likes, 1 comment, and 13 followers. Now, is that good? Is that bad? It depends on what you're expecting the results to be. If you look at the follower count, 13 followers for what would have been it was a $42 campaign, but it would have been 56 without the discount. That's roughly $4 per follower. 14 likes, much the same it's exactly the same actually, $4 per like. Clicks, well, it's working out at that'd be around 75 cents per click. I could say that possibly it was a video, but it might not have been the best sort of setup for it. It did get 5,700 views, so you could say that's pretty good. If your goal is to just get in front of people, maybe that worked. Maybe it depends on where it actually showed it on the screen, because what I didn't mention before was, yes, it's a view, but the person may not have really seen it, because when you're looking at websites, you're not generally trying to look for the ads, and they are on the screen, but you're not necessarily looking at them. So that 5,700 views doesn't necessarily mean 5,700 sets of eyes actually physically looked at that ad. It may have come on the screen for them, and they clicked another button and went out. Unfortunately, this doesn't really give you stats on that sort of thing. So it gave what it said it would give, though. It said it would estimate it at 5,400 views. It gave more than that, so that's a good thing. Let's have a look at the video itself and see what it did there. Okay, so in the video analytics for this particular video, there is, I think there was only a total of 73 views. It's saying it's got 42 views. This is the period where the ad was running. So this is saying 42 views, average watch time of 0.5, 2 subscribers. So in that time, it only gained 2 subscribers. So that's not great. Average view duration of 0.4, 47 impressions, and click-through rate. So 2 subscribers, once again, for $42 is not really that great. You can go into the traffic source and you can see that externally was 16. I would say that those 16 were all from Bandlab. The other ones possibly from other places. So yeah, not the best if you wanted to get subs from it in that sort of sense. Maybe not that great. This is another one of the graphs on there, which if you look at this period here where it's gone up, that's the period when it was advertised. So that's the part, it did actually have some direct relevance, but I suppose it depends on what you're expecting, on whether you're going to say that that's worth it or whether it was a waste of money. It certainly got some eyes on it. Did it get enough? I would argue maybe not. For the money that was spent, could it have been better spent? Maybe. I'll have to do some other experiments on somewhere else, like maybe some Facebook advertising, and see what we can get on that to compare to see which is going to be better. But certainly for Bandlab, these are the results I got. You can decide whether you think it's good or not. Put in the comments, have you had better results? Maybe my ad wasn't the best ad. Maybe there's better ways of doing it. So yeah, give me your experience. Do you think it was worth doing, or do you think it would have been better off doing it a different way? That's it from me, David Newman from Newman Media Collective. Let me know your thoughts. Sub if you think this is good, and you let me know other things you want me to try out. And look out for the NMC Music album coming out in 2 days' time. Breakthrough by the NMC. Check that one out. See ya.